Hey, hi friends, welcome to Astrogazers. I am Arvind Singh, a computer professional by profession and hobbyist astrophotographer. Today, let me introduce you to the word astrophotographer, what astrophotography is all about. To understand astrophotography, we need to understand what is the basic difference between astronomy and astrophotography. In astronomy, basically, we have a naked eye observation, or we watch a night sky and the celestial object through a telescope. In astrophotography, we take the pictures. That's the basic difference. Now, why astrophotography is good? Because it brings out the colors out of the universe, and also it helps in studying and research about the celestial object. How do we differentiate between astrophotography and astronomy? So let me try to give you an example. We all love sun, right? We all love setting sun. Why? Because when sun is setting, it throws away a lot of lights around, and the surrounding becomes so much beautiful, so much serene. That's the precise reason we love sunset. Everybody loves sunset, isn't it? What if sun was setting and it was just black and white? Probably we would have not loved it. Now, we at the night, when we watch around in the dark sky, what we see is a lot of twinkling stars, probably a full bright moon. Let's take an example of full bright moon. What if I tell you that this moon, as you can see on the screen, which looks kind of a fireball or probably a globe emitting light, illuminated with 100% light. So what if I tell you that this moon also has a color? Let me show you. Now, you can see this picture. Here you can see all the colors: brown, grey, blue. What are these colors? These colors come from the minerals deposited on moon. So, let's say for example magnesium, aluminum, oxygen, all these impart a lot of colors, and these colors actually, when photographed properly, we can bring out the colors. So, moon is all colorful. This is the beauty of astrophotography. Astrophotography brings out the color out of black and white raw pictures. Now, this universe actually puts on a spectacular show every day, day after day, every night. But when we look at the sky, what we see? We just see a twinkling stars, probably a black and white. Now, because our eyes have limitations and we cannot see beyond certain range, but camera can decode colors. So let's say, let me give you an example. Behind me you can see the screen, a software called Stellarium, which is imitating the exact scenario happening right now in the Akashganga. So let me bring you to a portion called Orion Nebula. As you can see, this is the Orion constellation. Now let me tell you one thing. This constellation is one of the most photographed constellations on the earth. Also, it can be seen throughout the world. That's the beauty of this constellation, and also we call it as a gateway of astrophotography. Why? Because this is the brightest object what we can see every day. So as I was saying, this is what we call as a gateway of astrophotography. Here you can see three stars. These three stars are basically called swords. It's an Orion sword. My colleague will talk in details about this constellations. Right now what we'll do is, if you watch closely, just left to this last star, what you can see is a colorful horse head. Now, probably if you would have seen it through telescope or through a naked eyes, you would have not seen anything because it's quite dim. Astrophotography brings out all the dim object. It brings out the colors, it brings out the lights. What astrophotography does is, it basically accumulates all the light photons over a period of time and then present you in one single frame picture. Now let's go to Orion Nebula. Orion Nebula, this is the beauty of Orion Nebula. Can you see the colors? So much mind-boggling colors it has, right? Now, let's talk about Pleiades. We all know Pleiades, we all know Seven Sisters, we call it Kritika in Hindi. If you go and watch at night, probably, what you could see is a bulge of stars, undistinguishable. Probably if you use a telescope and watch it, you would be able to distinguish those stars. Now look at this picture. I will just expand this. Now look at this picture. This colors, the blue color, is basically oxygen. Can we see this with the naked eyes? No. But with astrophotography, brings out all the details of this beautiful Pleiades in front of us. Okay. What I forgot to tell you about is just next to Orion constellation, let's go to Rosette Nebula because it is up there in the sky. Can you see the picture? This is beautiful pink color shades of Rosette Nebula. This is again the beauty of astrophotography. Let's talk about Andromeda. As you all know, Andromeda is a galaxy and it's too bigger than our Milky Way, and probably 4.5 billion years down the line it will eat up, or probably our Milky Way and Andromeda will collide to form a giant elliptical galaxy. So this is how it is. Let me tell you, this world, the universe is full of colors, beautiful shades of colors. We just need an eye to watch it. Today, this session is basically to initiate you to astrophotography. Now, let me talk about the equipment used in astrophotography. Basically, we start with mount that is needed. Anyway, that is needed for astronomy. So you have to have a mount, a sturdy mount with go-to. Then a telescope. Telescope can be refractor, it can be reflector, it can be RC, it can be even normal camera lens. And then a software, a camera, and the software. Camera can be CMOS or CCD, any which one. And then a software which helps you to capture those data at the night over a period, overexposing it, collecting all the light photons and depositing on the sensor, and then the software helps in stacking those pictures and then processing those pictures and then bringing a color layer by layer out and presenting to a world a beautiful spectacular images of galaxies, of stars, of planets, you name it, anything and everything, whatever there is in the night sky, beautiful, is presented by astrophotographers. This was a short talk about astrophotography. Astrophotography is quite deep and has got a very huge learning curve. It teaches us patience, it teaches us disciplines, and all the good thing what can happen once you start using astrophotography. Thank you. Clear skies.